We've gotten the most watched views ever. And we've trended on Twitter. Think of this. Think of it. I've trended on Twitter, and Veritas has trended on Twitter for each and every story we've broke.
Yep.
And I'm banned from Twitter, and I'm suing Twitter. I mean, you can't make that shit up. For the most part, they haven't taken me down. I have actually sent a letter to Mark Zuckerberg this week saying, please do ban me. I want you to ban me. Cut my tongue out of my mouth on the eve of the release of the whistleblower, and it'll only make people want to tune in to see what they have to say. So I'm leaning into the censorship. I'm willing to lose everything. And I think you have to be. Journalism is reluctant to get into an exposed position where they're seeing as affecting events and rather than just reporting to them. And traditionally, there was always this adversarial nature to journalism. But these days, like you say, they only print the established line. They only are allowed to publish what they're told on the record. In fact, quote unquote journalists wait to see what the corporation has to say, and only when they've been given permission to report the thing do they report the thing. It's become so much worse even in the last couple of years. They don't publish anything that's not the established public line. I think these people are so fundamentally unaligned even on the First Amendment these days, and there's this great reporter named David Shaw who wrote, I'm a great believer in the reporter as an observer. First-hand observation is the ultimate documentation. Almost every big story that we do, we often have to impersonate someone in order to have the first-hand observation of the thing happening. That's what investigative journalism does. You use whistleblowers, you go undercover, et cetera, et cetera. So this is the perversion. The perversion I've seen is that they won't say anything unless the corporation or government official tells them you're allowed to say this. This is the way the propaganda works. I admire these writers on Wikipedia and the New York Times. You have to be an artist to paint reality in the way that they do. It's any time I aim a camera in any direction, it will contradict what you see on that page. And that's why people are so pissed off. That's why the whistleblowers are coming out, because, listen, people are willing to give up their livelihoods right now.
Yep.
I've spent my whole life effectively doing this since I was in college for, 15, 16 years. And you might have one or two people a year that say, okay, I'll do it. Right now, 10,000 people are willing to do it. That's the silver lining. People are waking up, and sometimes maybe it has to be darkest before the light. The moment you stop giving a shit about what they think of you and stop seeking their approval is the moment when you become truly free. I've learned this in my life. It's just, I have to accept the unacceptable. To be labeled far right, I literally don't express my opinion in I've never expressed my opinion in any of the investigations I've ever done. And all they do on television is express their opinion. I don't see anything but them express their opinion. It's become so cliche to say 1984. It doesn't even mean anything anymore, but it's like the double thing, to tell deliberate lies while genuinely believing them, to forget any fact that becomes inconvenient, and to draw it back from oblivion when it becomes necessary to do so, to deny the existence of objective reality. It is what they do. But I think the phenomenon with Project Veritas is that we're building this new audience of people who are being informed because it's incontrovertible, videotaped evidence. It's not my opinion. It's incontrovertible.